Hello, welcome back to my channel and thank you for always checking in. If this is your first time on this channel, please kindly subscribe and click on the notification button to always get notified whenever I drop my new video. In this video, I will be sharing you the full story of bridal material in Z Watch series. So stay tuned and watch this video to the end. Thank you.
Meera Dhinrar is a free-spirited, independent woman who loves to play kabaddi and does not want to be well-groomed for her future husband. She believes that a woman loses her natural traits after enrolling in a grooming school. However, her mother persistently pressurizes her to marry and shape herself into an ideal, well-groomed, upper-class wife, to fulfill her desire to see her daughter get married after constant proposal rejections. She believes that Meera can only be socially acceptable by changing herself by going to Sony QD Academy. However, Meera is strongly against the idea and believes that she should only marry someone who loves her the way she is. Vivan is a rich business tycoon and an NRI from London. He comes back to India on his sister Ameya's wish and searching for his long-lost mother, Pammi Kapoor, who left them as a child. Although he has a hatred for his biological mother, he secretly yearns to meet her. Vivan's trust issues stem from his abandonment, and he promises himself never to marry. Vivan does not believe in marriage, whereas Meera believes that she wants her life partner to love and understand her imperfections. Meera's alliance is fixed with Samay Piramvichima, but in a comedy of errors, she ends up meeting Vivan at the airport. Their opinionated personalities clash, and they argue. It is later revealed that Vivan is the landlord of Kapoor Mansion, of which the Dingras are caretakers. While Vivan and Amaya live in the same house, Meera's wedding preparations begin. While Vivan believes Meera to be a gold digger, Meera hates Vivan's egoistic personality. Meera secretly harbors the desire to play a qualifying kabaddi match on her wedding day. Vivan initially befriends Meera to extract information about a bangle in her possession, which resembles his mother's, but they start caring for each other over time, unbeknownst to themselves. Samay, who initially understands Meera's stand, is slowly revealed to be a man who has his own expectations from his wife-to-be. Meera complies for the sake of her family and, finding no support from her fiancé, decides to groom herself. Vivan and Meera, on the other hand, constantly bicker, but Vivan ends up saving her from the sticky situations that she lands in owing to her wedding preparations. While Samar is gradually shown to be a shallow-minded person, Vivan comes across as a liberal, open-minded individual, albeit with his own imperfections. Samay falls in love with Meera's cousin Silky. He has no regard for Meera, and to pull himself out of the wedding, he makes a fake MMS clip of Meera and Vivan romancing and airs it on the wedding day. He manipulates Meera into believing that it was Vivan who made the video for which she slaps Vivan. Meera is abused and bad-mouthed by village goons, but Vivan saves her. They marry to save Meera's dignity. But they decide to divorce after their wedding as they're not happy. However, they decide to hide their impending divorce from Meera's family till the situation cools down. Meanwhile, Vivan's stepmother and business partner Roma Kapoor Shilpa Sakalani comes to live in Kapoor Mansion with the agenda of breaking the couple's relationship. However, Meera and Vivan become friends and gradually start falling in love. But this irks Roma. She creates many misunderstandings between the couple and manipulates Vivan, who already has contempt for his birth mother, believing that Pammi Kapoor wants to kill Amaya and him. Meera refuses to believe this, which becomes the root cause of clashes and separation. The divorce keeps coming up between them. Eventually, Pammi Kapoor is revealed as Sony QD's owner Mrs. Singh. Roma is exposed, and all allegations against Pammi are quelled, and they reunite as one happy family. Vivan and Meera decide to express their love for each other, but unfortunately, happy times do not last long, and Pammi and Amaya are kidnapped. Vivan is blackmailed, and a series of events lead to Pammi's death and Amaya being in a coma. Vivan misunderstands Mira and blames her for interfering in the kidnapping mess and thus causing Pammi's death. Mira tries very hard to prove her innocence to Vivan but no avail, and he decides to divorce her. He starts hating on Mira when she refuses to divorce him and troubles her to no end with harsh words and actions. But a series of events lead Mira and Vivan to the alleged kidnapper, where Mira saves Vivan from being shot at by taking the bullet herself. Vivan's misunderstandings are cleared, and he tries to win back her love, berating himself for believing a wrong and contrived version of events. Unfortunately, Mira's father gives Mira the ultimatum to choose between himself and Vivan. Mira chooses her father forcefully and is also hurt by Vivan's past actions, but this does not stop Vivan. He enters the Dhinra household as a cook to prove he will do anything for Mira. Mira's father creates many problems for Vivan and continuously insults him. However, he puts up with it for Mira's sake. Finally, Mira's father finds a good groom for her, also his best friend's son. This marks the entry of Sunny into their lives. Meanwhile, Mira makes the mistake of agreeing to the wedding to teach Vivan a lesson without realizing the storm that is about to enter their lives. Sunny pretends to be a good guy who wants to ruin Mira and Vivan's love. Vivan and Mira fight against Sunny with courage. He tries to separate them by sending Vivan to jail and blackmailing Mira but in vain. He is arrested by police later. Vivan and Mira have peaceful life. Meanwhile, the gifts his late mother's Sony QD Academy to Mira. But his past starts haunting him. Paramitha was Vivan's friend. She was in love with him, but he never loved her. Mira gets visions about how Vivan was responsible for Paramitha's death and decides to expose him in front of the world for causing an innocent's death and for hiding it. She stages a drama narrating the sequence of events at Sony QD Academy, but later, Vivan proves himself innocent. But Paramitha's sister Thulika Swati Kapoor comes for revenge from Vivan as he had refused to marry her sister. Vivan and Mira consummate their marriage. The show takes a supernatural turn, but at the end, they reunite, and the show ends with Mira being pregnant, Silky getting married, and the whole family celebrating.